5 seconds. Dismiss that. Tweet it. I want to make sure I see I'm live. I tweeted right. Yes, I did. And Discord. Yeah, I see it and it's laggy. I don't care. I take that back. I know what it's probably. Where the fuck did that go? Oh, was that the thing that fell? No, that fell. I heard it fall a little bit ago. Oh, come on. Oh, wait. No. Let's sit out of the garbage bag. Okay, whatever. You gotta go out tonight anyway. I will give an update as soon as I can figure out one thing that I think is causing an issue. Oh no, there it is. What the fuck? I don't know. OBS is stupid. I had a Windows update. Streamlabs OBS has just not been kind to me. So to start, I'm going to be coughing a lot, and I'm not going to mute every time I cough. So expect some nasty bad coughs. I'm going to start where I have been, what is going on that it requires me to make this update, and to note that it probably isn't going to be probably a few days before I'm fully back. So, I'm going to start with the simple thing. I got sick! And I got my mom sick. And my dad sick. Thank God, my sister. My sister, as much as we fight, because we're siblings, it's sibling fighting, this past week she has been so helpful to me, my mom, and my dad. And she has been so nice and so kind. So, I'm first thanking her because I'm finally getting healthy again. So, let me explain. So let me give you a rundown of what has happened with me and my folks first. So, for those who don't remember, I did state last Friday I wasn't going to be streaming last weekend and possibly Monday and Tuesday because I had to do yard work on Tuesday and I was watching WrestleMania Sunday. Saturday night during the Hall of Fame ceremony, just before it started, I started getting this really bad migraine, and that migraine exploded, as you would say, as I could describe it, and from the migraine, everything went into a wall. I got a really bad cough, and I state this on stream. If you know me, and I cough, you better go the fucking other direction because my ass does not cough unless of one of three things. One, water or food go down the wrong pipe, like everyone. Two, I have an itch in my throat. And third, the reason most of my friends ask, are you okay? I don't cough until I'm sick. Like, I'll wake up with a very bad tickle in my throat. Okay. But I have nonstop coughed since Saturday night. I have actually thinking I have coughed my fucking raw. So, yeah, that's fun. I felt healthy enough to put my window AC in, which is like literally right next to this PC. It's not being picked up. Probably being picked up when I'm talking. This way. Right, you can see it moving right there. I have my fan on because it diverted from me not only just coughing and a migraine that lasted 2 days. It got to where I started sneezing. I kept getting into hot and cold sweats. If I got really cold, I'd cover up and then I'd start sweating. So I have like nothing I could do there. It started getting hot outside, so I put the AC in. And when I put my AC in and I put my fan on, I actually did start feeling a lot better health-wise. So. My throat still hurts. But from there, everything kind of chilled. I got a really bad runny nose, but it's part of sick. I want to say Sunday night or Monday morning, in the inside of my lip right here, developed a cold sore. So now I'm coughing, irritating the cold sore, which is pissing me off and making me in more pain. And I'm telling you now, this cold sore is the exact main reason I'm not fully streaming yet. But no, I passed that to my dad, and I passed that to my mom. My mom got real bad to where phlegm buildup got into her issue to she could not breathe. We were going to take her to the hospital, and she did not feel comfortable making it. So we ended up calling paramedics. I have already talked to my dad about this. Everything I am telling you, I am allowed to tell you guys. So my mom is currently, we spent 5-ish hours in ER yesterday. In the end, traffic was so bad, we are very glad we called EMS because she's on legitimate oxygen in the ambulance. We feel she would not have made it to the hospital how long we were waiting in traffic. We were waiting on the off-ramp for about maybe 20-30 minutes just to get to the hospital. And I swear to God, if someone in their fucking mind doesn't develop an idea, oh, paramedics have their own personal off-ramp where you can access it and you can enter a gate by hitting your ID on a badge thing. Look, there's no traffic for them. And I still say they need a second off-ramp for civilians that you go in and it's, oh, look, you can go there. Hell, even update it so you can't just use it as a cheat way to where you have to go in as an emergency, tell them you took this off-ramp, they give you a stub, and that stub is the only way you can get out. Like, block off that part of the parking lot as emergency access, and then boom. The only way to leave emergency access parking is you need a stub to move to general parking. That's the only other way. Because it is too much hell where we have 3 different hospitals around here. And it is such hell to get them into an ER. It is legitimately because every fucker in the world wants to say, I'm gonna sit halfway in the fucking intersection to where no one can make turns. I know there's a hospital right there. I can fucking see it. But you know, let's dick over any paramedic coming off the goddamn off-ramp. Oh, yeah, by the way, there's no way in hell no one saw the paramedic on the off-ramp. And it pissed me off yesterday. So, she got into ER last night. We waited, I think we found out about 7:38. My dad cannot sit in those chairs, so he was out in the car laying on our seat. She ended up getting a chest CAT scan. She has something else they'd never had, but in the top part of her left lung, it looked like she was getting pneumonia. Well, today we find out they threw her on a lot more heavy antibiotics that she was beginning to develop pneumonia. So we actually went in at the perfect time. So the doctors are saying she'll probably be in the hospital till about Sunday night, which is good, depending if anything else doesn't happen. Um, but they're trying to make sure she's very much healthy before she comes home. So my dad is still very much sick, and he still has a home care nurse. And I don't know if it's because he's been on antibiotics for so long that this is his first real time being sick since last February. And I will take a moment to explain that in a minute to you guys, because everything I'm telling you guys now is also going to be here on YouTube. Um, I don't know. I might make a cliffhanger version of this. I don't know. This was a very important thing I wanted to stream. So I have no idea if you guys heard that. So what happened with my dad is he ended up sometime in 2017 getting a diabetic ulcer on the bottom of his foot. He then proceeded to step on the claw of the hammer in about December at the end of 2017 to January. If any of you have drove by Roadkill that's been there a couple days, you know that smell. And that is what it smelt like in my parents' room. We thought the cats killed a field mouse or something and it was just decaying under their dresser. We ended up, I think it was towards the end of January, it was getting so bad. We were Febrezing the hell out of the room. It wasn't going away. It was getting worse. We actually unwrapped, my mom wasn't actively checking his foot because my dad kept saying it was okay. It was not okay. It was septic. It was gangrene. But he went into the hospital. He had his toes removed. And he has been on heavy antibiotics ever since. He did not have them for 2 days. And we think in those 2 days, whatever I had is like, hey, that motherfucker's off his antibiotics. Let's go roll up on his fucking immune system and fuck him up. And he's suffering bad. And all I feel like is shit because I gave it to him. And I know it's like you could never have known, but it's still the fact of he's bad. I developed it at the end of Saturday. My mom got it towards Sunday, and I think he got it late Monday. So, and it's Thursday. So, he's got a day or two before hopefully he starts feeling better. He's taking his antibiotics again, so hopefully that'll help speed it along, but I was going to stream yesterday because the cold sore wasn't bothering me that bad, but I ended up canceling that idea because of my mother. And again, my sister fucking's been amazing. She walked up to the store. She got him each a 2-liter. Got herself some waters. Got her some dinners. But yeah. Then last night we went to come home, and my dad hadn't eaten yet. And if you know about diabetics, they need to eat something, and he hadn't. And at the time, I thought I should have thought to myself, I should go in to a vending machine and get him a couple things of chips, cause he should have eaten before we left. We didn't know the area. And I don't know if it was a mix of his diabetic, not knowing the area, it being nighttime, and maybe distracted a little. But no one else was around. So first, before I state any of this, no one is hurt. Me and my dad are fine. The van is not to an extent where it's not that bad. To an extent. not that bad on damage, apparently. God damn. All I want to say is getting a rim and tire fixed is fucking expensive. But what happened was, next thing I know, I'm yelling, Dad, watch out for the curb! And he hit it, and all I hear out my window's open, is pss, pss. I'm like, you popped the tire. He's like, you're shitting me. I'm like, nope, I hear it. I heard it pop. And we pulled into a church, and I got out, and the rim was bent. So we got towed home by AAA, which cost us, off my dad's debit, about $35 because it's 5 miles free, and then they charge you, which is fine. They need the gas. They do need gas money in that, and it's resources in that. So we told them to tow the van home because it was 10 p.m. at that time. No places open, and there's no way we're getting a rim, and we needed to get home. My dad needed food. We got home. I slept in today. And then today I ended up calling our lawn care guy to figure out when he might be showing up and asking him. I had to leave him a message. I then called a group of contractors. I had to ask them some questions about some stuff that has to be done. I left them a message. I called up to tire discounters. That's where our van is currently. Getting a new rim and tire for $211. Getting a rim replaced is a pain in the ass and fucking expensive. So, we don't have another vehicle. So I ended up spending the rest of my day on call with tire discounters, them telling me information. Then they recalled me, letting me know, yeah, it's going to be. So they said it might be done tomorrow. That's cool. I'm currently calling around to try and find a ride for my father to get to the van. And he said, I'll Uber or Lyft. And with all the shit I've seen about Ubers and Lyfts recently, I don't want to put my father, who doesn't have left toes, still requires medicine, and is very much ill, on an Uber. So I'm currently calling around two buddies of mine, which I have not heard back from the one. Great on. I want this. So with that, that was yesterday was the ER in the van, and then like I said, today was me making a bunch of phone calls to places that needed phone calls. My mom got a good bunch of information that we didn't have before about medicine, and so that is actually where I'm sitting doing this. I was like, where I've been the past week, I've been sicker than a dog. Like, I am straight up I was coughing, I was sneezing, I slept almost an entire 24 hours at one point. I think I was up for like maybe not six, maybe 4-ish total. I'd wake up, I'd do what I needed to do, I'd get food, go to the restroom or something like that, and go back downstairs and gone. My cat, anytime I started deadly coughing, was on me and saying, "You okay, Dad? You okay, Dad?" But, my sister has this impeccable urge of, I can never get sick. Which in this case I think is very, very good. But where I'm going to be in the next few days, I have no idea. I originally was going to try and do Community Day Saturday. I think because I'm just now starting to feel fully healthy, I don't want to risk too much. That is kind of why this is going on YouTube as well, as a kind of an easier way to explain to you guys sitting on Twitch, or if you watch my YouTube stuff, where it is. And because of that, I also want to explain this is kind of the whole reason a lot of my YouTube stuff. Um, it was a little bit sporadic. I felt really good the one day I was up early during this. That's kind of when that one day I put everything live. I have currently the GeoGuessr stream and part 10 of Horizon, and I think my third stream of Stardew, but that requires to be edited down. That's all sitting on YouTube currently. Just needs to be edited in live. Just the Stardew, that is. Horizon doesn't get edited, and GeoGuessr is like an hour, so I'm just gonna put it live. But and then I have one Rainbow stream from Friday. I think I got to put live yet. But yeah, that was just me giving you guys an update on where I've been, what's been going on in that, and so hopefully I'll be back normalish soon with some Last of Us, Kingdom Hearts 3. Probably do one more week of BO4, because I think we get infected next week. And then I want to start Witcher again. Blood and Wine I want to get done. But either way, that's basically where I'm at right now. Oh, but either way, I have to do garbage too, and I don't want to get up and do garbage. I'm kind of waiting for it to get dark too. Today we've had bees and wasps flying around a recycling bin, so I can't put recycling in currently. I'm waiting for it to get a little bit darker. What's it, spring? Shit. It doesn't get dark till 9, does it? Oh well. I ain't touching that shit. But, it's spring, so I gotta start doing all that. But anyway, I'm procrastinating. But thank you all so much for watching this. I'm going to put this up on YouTube, like I said, so you guys have a chance to watch it. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all when the fuck ever I'm back on streaming. Goodbye!